Well, yeah, look, it does look increasingly likely, doesn't it, that Liz Truss will be our next Prime Minister. She has a huge poll lead over Rishi Sunak. It can be pretty dramatic, a pretty big upset now if she didn't win this leadership contest. Of course, many of you I know excited about the prospect of Suella Braverman becoming Home Secretary, of Kemi Badenoch becoming Education Secretary. Big promotions for those leadership candidates in the next cabinet, a Truss cabinet, I think would be the right path forward. But interesting to see what Liz Truss is saying in terms of her agenda, because of course she won't have long to deliver Conservative policies if the Tories are to win the next general election. Many of you I know frustrated with the Tory government and are going to need convincing and see some action delivered if you are going to vote Tory at the next election. But Liz Truss setting out her agenda to rush through tax cuts up to 6 months earlier than planned, according to the Telegraph. Planning an emergency budget. She's using that term again as well. It was interesting. They're saying we cannot afford to stick with business as usual. Truss portraying herself as someone willing to take radical action. An emergency budget to tackle the cost of living crisis by cutting taxes, reversing the rise on national insurance, and suspending the green levy on energy bills. I suspect many of you will support that. But interesting as well, when she talks about Brexit, the Brexit opportunities ahead of us, she lays out how she's led the way in striking dozens of post-Brexit trade deals, gripping the Northern Ireland Protocol. So she's going to go further by making the most of newfound freedoms outside the EU by setting a sunset deadline for every piece of EU-derived legislation and testing whether it supports economic growth by the end of 2023. And this is something the government need to get on and do. Ditch EU rules. You know, my suggestions that I have laid out time and time again on my channel would be to end the ridiculous BBC licence fee, commit to new grammar schools, particularly in the poorest postcodes of this country, deliver the cut in net migration down to the tens of thousands, as we saw David Cameron and Theresa May pledge and not deliver, and leave ECHR to stop the illegal migration crisis. But interesting to see there, Liz Truss setting out that EU deadline. Does she have your support? Do you have faith in Liz Truss to deliver as the next Prime Minister? Let me know in the comments below. Do whack this video a quick thumbs up. And of course, as ever, guys, cheers for watching.